Today in the RaceRex Motocross Show on AllySports.com, we've got exclusive interviews with a breakthrough rider in the 450 class, Brett Metcalf, and a rider looking for a breakthrough this weekend at High Point, Justin Barcia, as well as some exclusive helmet cam footage from Eli Tomac that has nothing to do with motocross at all. Stay tuned for the RaceRex Motocross Show. Welcome to the RaceRex Motocross Show. We have headed east for round 3 of the Lucas Oil May Pro Motocross Championship at High Point Raceway. Jason Wagat, Andy Boyer here for the Rockstar Energy Drink National. It is a perfect day out today, and that's a little rest for the weary because Texas, I think, took a lot out of a lot of people.
Yeah, it was super hot. We knew it was going to be hot, but it was 110. People were almost dying out there.
Yes.
It was horrible. But look at this. It's perfect here today. Got the green grass going. It's going to be a huge crowd. Track is in perfect condition, and I think we're going to see a real good race. A little bit different than Hangtown, a lot different than Texas. This is going to be real good, like Hangtown or High Point always is.
It's so good that Andy decided to put the old gear on and do some racing at Amateur Day today. We'll have bikes coming by us in just a moment. So you got to ride the track actually at Amateur Day. What's it like? It's a lot different.
It's really good. It's really good. I talked to David this morning, and he said that he didn't disc it very deep because the rain might be coming, but it was perfect. In this weather and a perfect track at an outdoor national, my gear bag isn't very far away ever, and I had a lot of fun. Got my other motos coming up here, so hopefully this is some good luck.
All right. So the amateurs are out there right now. Pros will be racing tomorrow, and let's talk to one of them who is on the verge of a breakthrough here in the 450 class. Let's go to Geico Honda's Brett Metcalf.
Coming in, I was still pretty confident. I just moved on to the 450, and I loved riding it. I took to it really quickly. We got a good setup early. We didn't have to do a whole lot of messing around. I just spent a lot of time on the bike, and I think that helped a lot. And right now, my confidence is good. 2 hole shots. I've never ever done that in my whole lights career. So I think I'm already, improving and just looking forward to the rest of the series. But I'm confident and comfortable on it, but I'm not taking it too far right now. It's just one race at a time, and just maintain being myself, do what I do, and let things come my way a little bit.
Yeah, Mehdi, that was a bit of a question mark going in, had never raced a 450 ever until Hangtown, but he's proven to be pretty strong.
Yeah, he's been real good. I knew he would be. I've watched him for a long time, and I've always like, why is this guy in the 250 class?
Yeah.
He's been there forever. Get on a 450, he's out there leading laps, almost winning motos. I think he's going to be really strong here. This is one of his best tracks, and the Geico team all together seems to have their stuff together, and Brett Metcalf's going to kick some butt this weekend.
Really deep still in the 450 class. You just got to look at the results of the first 2 rounds. Ryan Dungey, bad at Hangtown, good in Texas. Michael Lessie, good at Hangtown, bad in Texas, and it seems like that back and forth each week.
Yeah, and you got Reed. Reed's this is one of his best starts, which is pretty dangerous. He usually starts slow, and he's really riding good outdoor motocross. I think that Kawasaki's really strong. Hear that 2-stroke?
That sound good or what?
But Josh Grant's actually my pick to win this weekend.
Really?
His
Okay.
practice track is a lot like this. He's won here in overall before, and I think that we're going to see number 33 pull it off this weekend.
He definitely needs to step up at this point. That's the whole deal with the 450s. You got to get in the train and go. Don't fall too far behind in points. Let's transition over to the 250 class. It's been pretty wide open this year, but the most wide open guy of all. A lot of people picking this guy to win the title, Justin Barcia, a little below par early in the year.
Yeah.
So let's go talk to Justin.
My season's been going not as planned.
Yeah.
But it's always fun. We've been working on bikes and stuff like that, trying to get them perfect. And we're coming here this weekend, ready to do some damage in Pennsylvania. I really like this track. I enjoyed it last year. I had fun. I didn't do the best I wanted to, but I think if I get some hole shots, I can. I definitely have the speed to be a contender.
All right, well, Barcia feels speed isn't the problem, motivation is the problem, it just starts. And we have seen the great starts of his teammate Eli Tomac. You've been around a long time. What runs to your mind early in the moto when you see this kid go?
He's going very, very fast.
Yeah.
And it's fundamentals. He's got his elbows up in the corners. He's not dragging his legs. That's how you're supposed to ride a motorcycle. And when you get a good start and put your fundamentals together, look what he's doing. He's wearing those guys out. Barcia's just as fast, I think. Not very good starts. 1 through 12 in that class is unbelievable. And nobody's really come all the way to the front. Porcel's come close. Weimer came back a long way last weekend.
Yep.
But with Justin, he needs more starts. I don't think we can count him out quite yet.
No.
And Tomac, he's still got more. I think he's going to kick some more butt too.
He could. It won't be nearly as hot this time. He did admit the heat got to him in Texas.
Yeah.
A couple other guys to talk about. Dean Wilson,
Yeah.
I would say arguably through the first 4 motos, has been the best rider of all.
I agree.
And he should have had the win last week.
Yeah, who knows? You know,
Yeah.
it was so hot. He could have been thinking about, you know, MX versus ATV reflex or something. You know,
Yeah.
the poor kid. You know, I felt bad for him, but he's been super strong. I agree. Woo!
I know, sounds
Arguably
good.
the fastest in the fourth. You know, the strongest in the first 4 motos, and I think he's going to be really good here too.
Yes. And finally, Christoph Porcel,
Yeah.
who is the would-be champ. I think if you were playing odds beginning of the year, the results have been good, but I think his riding's actually been better. He's had some bad luck.
Yeah, he still doesn't put together 2 motos yet, but
Yeah.
he's going to very soon. And this track with the technical, the way it's very technical, a lot of outside, inside lines. And when you get a track like that, the guys that are more, you know, talented like he is, you know, he's really going to shine. But you know, I think a guy like Tommy Searle's going to be fast here.
Okay.
Brock Tickle's going to be fast here. Darren Durham, you know, with a good start, he can ride these ruts. It's going to be a lot of different things, but Porcel's probably going to.
Hey, that's what we like about the class. It's so hard to pick a winner because it's so deep at the beginning of the year. And you talk about the track and the ruts and some of the changes they made. We've got a helmet cam, and Eli Tomac's going to take you on a little ride here at High Point.
Hey guys, this is Eli Tomac here. We're at the High Point National, and we're going to take a lap with my teammate Blake Wharton. So here we go through the first corner. It's pretty long and sweeping. It was a little slick, a little technical. Then we come into this right-hander here. There's a little one line. But then we come up to the RC double. It'll be cool there because they built up the lip this year, so should be able to have a big huck out of the outside. And this rhythm section's pretty technical here. Then we come into this off-camber. This track's actually pretty cool because there's a lot off-camber, so that makes things a lot more technical. And we come into this kind of supercross section. It's pretty easy right now. Kind of have to catch a manual and then a little triple out there. And then you go into a big wide open straightaway and just gun it. It was a little sawdusty right there, so you had to really lean back coming up to the step up to get your drive. Another wide open into a cool little step up deal. Then we got 2 options here on the inside. You can kind of double over or go outside and just rail it. And here's the Josh Grant Memorial right here, where his bike went flying into the truck last year. And there's the biggest off camera right here. It's really cool and technical. Another option. And then we go straight up into this big set of whoops. It should be pretty cool for the guys because I think you'll be able to do some different combos through there. And here we go down the mechanics straight away. Wide open, getting roosted, reading the mechanics pit boards over the finish line. And another little step down, kind of cool, into a impossible triple step up. It would have been nice if there was a lip right there so we could actually air it out, but we'll see how it goes. And now you're back to the start.
All right, that's a lap here at the redesigned High Point Raceway. Thanks to Mark Peters and his crew for putting some new jumps together so guys like Andy can enjoy it an amateur day and the pros can enjoy it tomorrow. Still a lot more guys that we haven't really mentioned. Mike Alessi, I know, on top of that list.
Yeah, he won his first outdoor overall here in 2005. You know, a lot of guys didn't think that was going to happen, and I don't think people knew he was going to win that moto at Hingtown.
Yes.
And Texas had some bad luck, but he was super fast, and you can't count that kid out. Also, Townley had bad luck, and you know he can go fast.
Yeah, and his team manager, David Pingree, told me at Hangtown, he's going to take a couple races to get his full fitness back, but watch out at High Point, and that's where we're at. So Townley's going to be in the hunt. You just never know who's going to win early in the season. This is the most fun part of the year.
And there's just a lot of big names now. We finally got a lot of parity, and you know, Trey Kennard, we haven't talked about him yet, and he was supposed to win the championship last year, and right over there, he went over the bars and broke an arm. So, you know, it's as a racer, it's hard to come back to a place where you've been hurt and go over that jump every lap, just knowing what it was like being in trouble. But, you know, that's why we run races, man.
Yeah, Kennard was on his way to his first overall right here at High Point last year. Crashed, didn't race for the rest of the year. So this track owes him one. We'll see if we can get it tomorrow. And we leave you actually with a little bit of footage, helmet cam footage, in fact, from Eli Tomac hunting a bear. So enjoy that. And Andy will be back with myself tomorrow for our weekend wrap-up show, and also we'll be live on NBC tomorrow. I believe it's 3 Eastern time, live on NBC, the 450 class. So make sure you tune us in, or just come back to LISports.com tomorrow with Andy and myself for the wrap-up show.
High Point, baby.
Enjoy the bear hunting, Eli.